Welcome back, graduates. Today I'm going to show you how to add a carousel to your Ecomify theme. In the back end here, you're going to click on Customize. And going into your theme editor, this is what it's going to look like as default. And right over here, this is a section called the Carousel. So within the section right over here, you have on the right sidebar all your settings globally that affects the carousel section itself. So you have show control options, which are the arrows. You can toggle off and on. Show indicator, which is dots at the very bottom here. Or you could do default, which are these arrows instead. And again, it's hyphen dots like this. And then autoplay, enable autoplay. It just goes and cycles every 5 seconds if you want that. Animation is a slide or a fade in. And then Ken Burns effect is a zoom in effect like this. And make sure also to save these, the changes and then preview it if you want to see it. And then lazy load images is not recommended to lazy load images if the carousel is positioned above the fold. So when working, this is what it's going to look like. And then on full screen, this is how it's going to actually look on desktop. You can switch over mobile, desktop, and full screen. In the section, you have blocks. Within the blocks, you have settings for them as well on the right sidebar. So you have set mobile image. You can set the mobile image for web. Keep it for JPEG and keep the mobile usually around 800 by 950 in height. You also have height image options here as well. If you change it to mobile, you can play around with the height. If you have a lot of text, if you have short text, things like that. And then the opacity, a nice dark, blurred, or just show the whole thing, depending on if you have text or not to play around with. And then the blur effect as well, which looks really nice on mobile. And we give you that nice range to play with. And then center position is the image or is the text that can be bottom or centered, depending on your image, depending on where you want it to be placed. Then we give you a desktop image, which would look like this. And then also, again, image, blur, and opacity options, plus center caption. The subtitle is going to be always above the actual heading itself. And then also we give you subtitle size, 1 being really big and FS being pretty small. The title is going to be the main title of your caption here. And you can leave it empty. You don't need to have anything if you don't want to have anything there. And then description will be the description as well, the sub description. And then description size again, you have the options for really big or really small. And then you have button text, which is going to be the button right here. And then you have a button URL link, which can go to any of the pages, products, collections, or it can go to an external link as well. And you just click out of it and then add the external link here. Button colors. So we are on Bootstrap 5 framework, so we use the Bootstrap colors. So primary is the color that you assign in your color sections, which I'll show you in another video. Secondary, it just automatically pulls the secondary color that you chose and you assigned. And then you have a secondary button to choose as well if you want. You don't need to if you don't want to. So it would just do a singular button here. And then you have button sizes, normal, medium, or small, normal, and then large. Now to make it a slide, you're just going to add another slide. Just make sure they are the same dimensions for all of your images as well. And whatever slide you go on, you can have different text and different images as well. This affects only this certain section. It does not affect this section, and it does not affect this second slide section as well. They are individual sections for the whole, individual blocks for the whole section itself, the carousel. When you click on the eye and you hide it, and you only have one image, the arrows will disappear because it knows that there's not a second slide automatically. Then now it's saying that there's 2 slides. Hope this helps. Thank you so much.